Despite what you hear from kids on modern day social media, there has actually been many athletic freaks in the NBA's history. Some of the greatest dunkers the league has ever seen did in fact play before either of us were born. Today, I'm bringing to light some players that I will not let you guys forget. First off, Stromile Swift. This 6'9" power forward entered the NBA in the year 2000. And although he was no superstar or even an all-star for that matter, he was certainly a highlight getter and a remarkably ferocious dunker, as he has some incredible highlight compilations that almost never get any shine. One of the reasons he's not really remembered, other than by the biggest basketball nerds, is because this dude spent his entire career playing on bad teams. But like I said before, this guy was ferocious, and he had the kind of attitude and personality where he was going to let you know about it. The second player is Desmond Mason. If we were to hold a massive slam dunk contest tournament where the greatest dunkers in NBA history all competed against one another, Desmond Mason would be my dark horse candidate. This dude was insanely athletic. As a 6'7" small forward, he could make just about any kind of dunk, including windmills, east bays, from the free throw line, whatever. But beyond that, he was actually a pretty solid basketball player. Earlier in his career, he was a 6th Man of the Year candidate, and later on, when he was starting for Milwaukee, he was averaging about 17 points per game. He was a remarkable above-the-rim player, whether it was in the dunk contest or in the actual games, and he was actually the NBA's dunk contest winner in 2001. Next is Jason Richardson. This 6'6" wing actually competed in the same era as Desmond Mason, as the two went toe-to-toe in the slam dunk contest and one of the most underrated dunk contest battles in NBA history. He won the slam dunk contest in back-to-back seasons in 2002 and 2003. Before Zach LaVine was flying through the air doing a variety of dunks with insane ease, that's what Jason Richardson was doing, as he made windmills, East Bay dunks, and variations of East Bays look insanely easy. If he was a superstar player, then these dunk contest victories would be remembered even more fondly, and you'd be seeing these dunks over and over again for the rest of time. But instead, seeing that he was just a solid role player, they're now a bit underrated and overshadowed by comparison. Next is the 6'10" power forward Larry Nance. When everybody likes to talk about how players are now bigger, stronger, and faster than they were in years past, Larry Nance Senior is a great player to bring up. Because as impressive as his son is as a dunker, there is no question that Senior is bigger and more impressive. This guy was the NBA's first ever dunk contest winner, which took place in 1984. And personally, my favorite dunk of his was this one, which they actually only scored a 44. But to be quite frank, I don't think I ever saw this dunk again in the NBA's dunk contest, so this should have been at least a 49. He was also a solid player overall, as he averaged as high as 22 points per game with the Phoenix Suns in 1987, and with his size, length, and his ability to cover ground, he was also a very solid defensive player. The last player we're looking at in this video is the 6'4" shooting guard Darrell Griffith. This guy was a high flyer and a quality player. He was the NBA's Rookie of the Year in 1981, and this guy was so magnificent above the rim that he earned one of the greatest nicknames in NBA history, which is Dr. Dunkenstein. Imagine having a nickname like Dr. Dunkenstein as a 6'4" player. Unfortunately, he's not really remembered because he spent the prime years of his career with the Utah Jazz before they acquired Karl Malone and John Stockton. With that being said, Utah fans will fondly remember this guy as one of the most jaw-dropping athletes of all time. But like I said before, he was quite the quality scorer overall, as he got as high as 22 points per game in 1983. And he would be quite dangerous in the modern NBA, as he was actually the most efficient three-point shooter in the entire league in 1984. So that was just a quick little reminder that there have always been remarkably skilled athletic freaks throughout the NBA. And please, let me know in the comment section below who is a player that you'd like to bring attention to. I look forward to hearing your suggestions in the comment section below. Thanks for watching as always, make sure to like and subscribe for more basketball content, and I'll see you guys in the next video.